Well, good morning, YouTube. I am Janice Nelson, the founder of Birth and Beyond, and I would like to do this video for our pregnant moms. We are in a very scary time. We're in a time where our norm is no longer the normal right now, and I know that there are a lot of moms who are due soon. This is the first day of April, so your due date may be in April. If not April, May, and possibly our life can continually to be the unknown, even all the way into June. So I have been hearing that births that are being taken place in the hospitals, that they are not allowing moms to not only not have doulas in the hospital, which what I am a certified donor doula, a certified birth donor doula. And I'm also hearing that not only are they not allowing doulas in the delivery rooms, but they are not allowing the spouses in the delivery rooms or the partners in the delivery room as moms give birth. And as a mother of six myself, I do understand that birth is one of the most exciting but yet scariest and potentially could be dangerous time of a mom's life. And to have that support person there, someone to encourage you, to coach you through labor and delivery, to be your voice, to remind you that you're doing good, to give you suggestions on how to cope through labor and delivery. I really understand how much that can help. And I also understand that as much as our nurses and our doctors are also there to help us through labor and delivery, they're not necessarily able to be the support system for a mom that a mom may need, because they have other responsibilities. They have possibly other patients that are delivering also. They have other paperwork that they have to do. They just have other responsibilities, so therefore they're not able to really be that support person for a mom like a mom may need. And that's where we come in as doulas, or whoever else the mom chooses to have in her delivery room with her. So I just want to give out another suggestion, or a few suggestions. Those who are possibly due this month in April, I would suggest, if you have not already, to talk to your doctor. See where their thoughts are on the subject. See how, if there's any way that you can bring in at least one person in the labor and delivery room with you, and just have the conversation. I don't want moms to go in blind thinking that, okay, I can bring my husband, or I could bring my partner, or I could bring my sister or my best friend or my mom, and then get there and find out that they're not able to be there, and then that's another stressor on top of the fact that you're trying to give birth. So have that conversation. Those who maybe delivery is in May or in June, I would suggest you still have that conversation with your doctor, asking them that if we're still on this soft lockdown, or if we're still being quarantined, what are the rules and the regulations of the hospital when it's time for me to give birth. If the rules are still the same, see if there's any way that they can compromise, to see if someone can come in into the hospital with you. Maybe that person have to commit to not leaving the hospital. Maybe that person might have to stay in the hospital with you until you are discharged. So that person will have to be aware that they can't leave, because once they enter into the facility, they can't leave until everything is done, which means that they need to make preparations with jobs, or if there's other small children, make preparations to have someone to watch the other children. Also, there are birthing centers. Each state is different. Each city is different. So research to see if there's any birthing centers in your area, and see what are their rules and their regulations. If this is something that you really want to have a birth support person in your room with you, if you really want your partner or your spouse in there with you, and unfortunately due to the strict regulations where you are having your child, that is not possible, you can research another place. You can look and having birth centers. If you are having your baby, if a OB is delivering your baby, you can look into having a midwife. Midwives may be in a position where where they're able to be more flexible than the OB is. So talk to think about switching your physician. Think about switching from an OB to a midwife if you still have time to research and find someone who you are willing to change to. Look at different facilities, as I said, birthing centers, home births. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about home births. There are a lot of people who are afraid of home births, and there are more people who are going towards home births. So home birth is also an option. So maybe you can talk to some midwives and ask them about home births. Um, Maybe you can. I'm not sure how much OBs give out information about home births, but talk to your OB. Let them know what your concerns are. Let them know what your desires are. Let them know what your fears are. And if they are willing to um, consider your concerns, your fears, and your desires, then I would say, hey, go with them, and you guys come up with a best solution for you and your baby. But if you have a physician who's just gun ho on his way or her way or the highway, then you might want to reconsider your options. As I said, midwives are a good option. Birth centers are good options. Home birth is a good option. I want moms to know that you have the right to make the decision of what's best for you. This is your experience. This is your memory. We don't want you to be stressed because stress can cause even more issues in labor and delivery. We don't want you to go in fearful because that can cause issues in labor and delivery. We want this to be the most beautiful experience as possible. So, as a doula, and as one who really enjoys helping and supporting moms through labor and delivery, it was really on my heart to try to get moms to know and to empower moms to let you know you still have a voice even in this pandemic. You still have rights, and you still have options. I'm not knocking the safety things that the that our health system is doing. I'm not knocking it at all. I understand it. I know that it's necessary. I want everyone to be safe. I want our nurses, our doctors, our moms. I pray their moms to be safe. I understand the measures. I just want you guys to know that I don't want you to feel stuck. That's this whole video. I don't want moms to feel stuck as if their hands are tied and they don't have any other options out there. So, as I said, talk to your physicians, talk to your healthcare providers, do some research to see if there's any birthing centers in your area. Visit the birthing centers, talk to the people there, talk to them about home births. I encourage you to get someone who is licensed to do your home birth. You want a licensed midwife, and you want a certified doula in your home births. I don't want people to use this opportunity to say, hey, I could do home births and then put our moms at risk. No, find someone who is certified. As a doula, I am not certified to do home births by myself. Doulas are not certified to do home births by themselves. We have to partner with a midwife, or we have to partner with a OB if there are OBs out there who are doing home births. We are not licensed or certified or trained to do home births. So if you have a doula who said they can do your home birth, and they're not saying that they're partnered with a midwife or some other physician, then that person I would research more into, okay? Because as a doula, I am able to be a part of your home birth, but I am not able to do it by myself. I have to be partnered with a midwife or some other form of certified physicians who is licensed to do births, okay? Now, does that mean um, in a situation where a birth is happening and the physician ain't made it there or anything of that nature, uh, in that case, it's just almost like if you end up going into labor on the L or in a restaurant or things of that nature before the paramedics or got there, things of that nature. That's a totally different scenario. That's a totally um, uh, uh, one of the lifetime things where someone who's not certified has to help a woman give birth. That's one of those spur of the moment. Oh my God, the baby didn't make it, and we had to deliver the baby in a car, and now the paramedics is on his way. So outside of that, I am not. I am a support person. I am a birthing coach. That is what I am as a birth doula. But I just, as I said, I just wanted to give moms options. I want you to know that there are options. Your hands are not tied. Time may be ticking depending on how soon your due date is, but there are other options out there, and I want moms to know and to research, because I want you to have the best birth that you possibly can have. Once again, my name is Janice Nelson, a certified donor doula and breastfeeding peer counselor, and the founder of Birth and Beyond. You have a wonderful day and be safe out there.